Right, we finally got paired. I was waiting for a long time. So my opponent plays e4. What should we do here? Well, let's try the Sicilian. And a6. Can't really pretend to know much else. Knight c6 is a possibility. d6 I usually avoid, since that's a body of theory I know nothing about. Well, here we take. Guess this could be some kind of transposition there to a Kveinis, right? Okay, probably not the e4 played. It's a bit weird. Instead of c4. Yeah, it's not Kveinis. Alright, so here I could play for them. Well, let's introduce my favorite dubious line. The Kveinis system here. It's definitely not 100% accurate or correct, and it has some pitfalls here and there. It also can sometimes lead to really quick wins. Usually I play it in a blitz where it's much more dangerous. It's dangerous for both sides in blitz too. Main idea is to, well, the queen is obviously quite misplaced here, but it's very aggressively placed there. b2 threats are usually half bluffs, since almost any line where you take on b2 is just bad for black, so those are just to disturb the white. More about putting a pressure, hopefully getting this centralized knight out of here. And for instance this, which happens a lot of the times, we just instantly put the queen away. Seems silly to go here and here, but it has some designs against specifically the bishop f4, stopping that. And yeah, definitely it's on the way now. The queen would be on the way on the b6, since there's no bishop c5 possibilities anymore after knight b3. Here you could sometimes put the pressure coming up here. Alright, bishop d3 is quite, well, white gets ready to castle. It doesn't block the c pawn, which could happen. They could go for a Maroczy bind here. Very usually a black ends up in some kind of a hedgehoggy setups. White goes there and there. So what should we do here? Not really. I can't remember the exact move here. Like this move looks natural. Should I go for this? This becomes a little dubious. Well, c4, I have no b5. And we have to go to b6. Do we really want to do it? Knight f6 always supports some kind of a d5 possibility. But if that happens, yeah, can't really push d5 in. Just chop. Knight chops in the end, then check. The knight dies. Anyways, it's probably still a move I want to make. So let's do it now. So we can, well, just want to see how white sets up before I commit anything anywhere. I don't have to play a6 before the knight goes here and threatens to go here. And I'm not even sure b5 would be a good move, even if white castled or did something else, because then there's always this undermining moves. Maybe a4 is the most annoying. There comes a pressure on the a6 and stuff. Hmm. Don't think I want to go any craziness. Sometimes I go for some kind of a fishing polish attacks here. But usually it's best done after they have committed some weakness on this diagonal too. The knight could do stuff. So I'm thinking d6 or maybe bishop e7. b6 could be a possibility. I mean, of course, now I should think about the d5 possibility too. I did not stop that. I did mention that earlier. I mean, usually it's advisable that if you can, you should. But white's so far ahead in the development front here. They're castled already. The center is not gonna open up, I assume. Well, let's say takes. We open up the bishop. I was a little worried about something f4, f5-ish, very fast. Trying to highlight the fact that my king is in the center. F4 here. I think I'm gonna go for something peaceful. Actually, let's not commit to d6 just yet. Like just in case white would play something like g3 to get here, and I'd like to have this g3 as a weakness there. Because then if they do stuff like that, then this diagonal often can become quite good. They could bring the bishop out there, play f5, f4. I'm not too worried about that either. I mean, in some lines this is a possibility, but since white has not done anything terribly wrong there, don't think I need to go there. Alright, so now this is probably pretty annoying. I don't think e5 is a possibility yet, but when it comes the possibility, I should be able to stop it. The moment we can take it. Alright, they didn't set up for the Marocci bind here though. It's a bit surprising. Usually when they keep the knight back there for a while, that's the reason they want to play c4. So maybe I'll go b5 now if I'm allowed. a4, that's definitely a possibility. Just to stop this. Then I might play just b6 and go for the Marocci, or not the hedgehog anyways. This bishop at the moment is quite sad with all the pawns here and here. So we have to either play that or that to make it free. Alright, so now the e5 definitely is a possibility. Only question I guess is that does d6 actually stop it? e5 takes, queen takes, bishop f4. I'm almost trapped there, but we have this square here. Is that good enough? Bishop here. Probably. I mean, maybe they could have some kind of a repetitions here, but I doubt I can allow this to happen. Maybe if I had this already done, I could try for some sneaky stuff with this and allow e5. Go for some gung fu attack. I think d6, d5. I mean, it's not 100% I need to take it either. Could just sidestep that, I suppose. Even though that looks a bit nifty. There's also a 5 where we probably need to play there and allow this to happen, and like maybe f5, e5, bishop here to try to kill the knight that defends the d5. I play the knight here anyways. Have a knight take back there. Also, there is some really going for it, g4s. But they're also weakening the white king a lot. So I think I would probably go b5 there, try to get the bishop here quick as possible. I don't know. Maybe I should have played a6 earlier. Hopefully maybe have a b5 already played. Sometimes it's very handy to have a possibility of... Guess it's not really a thing here. Just kind of like this is often a plan. But probably not here. This would hit here and there. Like when the bishop is sometimes here, you can maybe play b4 against d5 to challenge this guy before it goes here. If you move the knight, then it jumps to e4 and it's annoying. And then you get some kind of a things here happening. I mean, I think half the time engine really hates those as black, so I'm not really sure they're correct. It really depends on the exact configuration. Like here's, you have to be accurate, but it's very hard. So he's supporting this push here. We could go knight bd7. But the problem with knight bd7 is, of course, that then this knight has one less squares to retreat to. Has to go to an ugly square here. Something like g4 happens. This comes a big threat. I guess I could go here, then here. Like I'm just calculating this stat here, trying to make a square here. Can they push e5 then? I'll chop. Go here, goes there. Because the knight c5 is really often a dud, because it really doesn't threaten much here. Like take here, big deal for white. Like this is their bad piece often, which was the goal of this move here anyways. So you don't really want to go trade that off in the end anyways. Not also taking on this bishop, even though it's a pretty annoying attacker, it also opens the c file often. Then you have to find a square for this idiot there when this guy comes here. I guess we could always think about e5 here. But I don't know about that. Seems a bit iffy, like take, knight here, take. Or sorry, take. E file opens up e5 here. Because I could defend it, but still. I mean, of course I could go knight c6. I'm not thinking about knight c6. Because I'm kind of still set up on the hedgehog, and often in a hedgehog the knight on c6 is not well placed. But this is probably not going to end up there, right? This would cover the e5 push, I assume. Of course, it also has sometimes this ability, this here, and takes, it would hit the knight. But since that's not a thing yet, it doesn't really matter. Knight c6, give this as an option. Of course, here we do block the bishop a bit. Also, it doesn't cover the b6 somehow, like against these kind of plans, but I don't know, those are probably not that scary with the, no, as long as the knight g4 is a possibility. They have to set it up with h3 too. It's a bit slow. And maybe I could even play knight d7 to cover it. Even though it gets a bit messy if you start to unravel this way. But yeah, that's definitely a plan. Sometimes you can, like, it looks really scary with all the pawns here, 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 here. Sometimes you can just castle and live. But you have to be pretty sure about something, not just coming here, here, here and killing you. And I'm not sure at all. Like, Sicilian is what it is. I mean, of course they could do some natural looking prep moves, development moves here too. Yeah. I mean, this would set up some ideas. Sometimes you could play this and that. Set up somebody here. A3. I like that, since I was definitely not even thinking about going there. I mean, maybe at some point, but like this is usually not in my plans. So should we go b5 now? Especially since they played a3, so a4 is unlikely to follow. Sometimes it's annoying. I think I can go here. The sacks do not look very threatening. Something you should always look at when you play b5 is that usually the queen is here, so then they might start to work where the knight goes here and there. I think I'll just let's just go aggressive. Trying to, like, placing the bishop here. Hoping that that would make white question e5s a little more when you open this up, or g4s. Like actively attack instead of defense. I don't know, bishop here feels okay. Some kind of trying to push through e5 anyhow. I guess that could be a possibility also. Even though I did say that I'm not really interested about that, but at some point maybe. I could have left the pawn here. I was thinking about that, but decided to go a little more aggressive. Even though Seems hardly to matter. Like this would support this square a little better if something like this would happen. Here, I mean. Then this leaves the possible check always available here, even though at the moment it's unlikely to do ever anything. Alright, so this rook's going places. Okay, bishop move always weakens this, so does that matter? Yeah, I hope not. Still not really sure what's my plan here. Like, do I really have actually guts to go there? Or do I go for my yippee attacks here with this and that and... Alright, so that's expected. So we could prep for that with this to give a square for the knight here. With takes or not. Is this now some kind of a threat, I wonder? More pressure here. At least if I castled it might be. This kills the defender of the bishop and this is no longer guarded only by queen. Except I can probably take and defend this way. So it's not a threat. Yet. Good push here. Still not really happy about that plan. Yeah, going stupid really tempts me. I like going stupid. Sometimes you even push this guy here and try to do this. If white ever plays h3. Put a knight into g3 supported by a pawn. And it will give me a square here. Now let's calculate h5, e5. Say we don't take and just go here. I don't know. If we take, then this comes possibility. If we don't, then maybe takes and push later on becomes a possibility, but that's not possible as if I have a knight there. Because the problem is that if I go there h3, then I have to decide what to do. We could give a check here while the knight is covering these, so technically king would have to maybe go there. And then I would not have to actually move the knight since we are taking opens this up to an actual checkmate. So let's go there. And if, yeah, like I could maybe put the bishop there. Even though if I move the bishop, then this comes actual real possibilities since this guy is a check. But probably doesn't matter. I don't know, if I'm really stupid, I might go so queenside. Now that he's kind of maneuvered everything to this side of the board. But yeah, the queenside castles is not really sturdy, so it could easily fall down. I don't think f5, e5. Knight here. Takes. That is well covered, right? Like it's not really likely that they would get through there. The pawns on both sides. Then I could probably keep the king in the center. And just be happy. I like that this knight is still totally out of play. Has no prospects at all. Which is probably one of the downsides of this move here. But of course I didn't want to block this file. But sometimes you can put the bishop here and transfer the knight to somewhere more useful. Anyway, somehow we have managed to get to 4 minutes versus 3 minutes. We played 13 moves. This even might be some kind of a theory. But even like we haven't done anything too crazy here, so this could have been seen before easily. Might have actually been here in my games too. At least in very similar positions many times. But mostly in the blitz games. And there you can really be superficial and go for these kind of attacks without much worry. Just go and hope for the best. My opponent is really, might get really spicy, and my opponent is getting a bit low on time. Yeah, now he blocks that, so probably should have done it instantly. The good part is that now it's like an instantly going into the way of this attack here, which we could do now. I don't think he's gonna go there, because that I think might just lose. So probably I get this move for free. The only question I suppose is that, is this something we need for free? Well, let's test it. I don't think he can go here. So I'll take and then pin the knight, and there's no way as I can see that how you could defend it. There's no room for the... Oh. Well. Could play d5 and threaten mate. Bishop blocks though. I could take the bishop, which looks very tempting with the lights or the dark squares. Maybe even bring the other knight here, there. Gets a bit spicy with my light squares. This kind of keeps them covered. I really like taking and going with the other knight, aiming there, but also just blocking like this pawn from instant pushing and kind of blocking the e file forever. And even though they get to open up there, maybe queen here. I don't know, could I live here on, for instance, on d7? Or even there throw the long castles. Well, let's slowly look at this a little bit more, because this Guess he could have other moves like g3. I don't know. I like this, so I'm gonna take it here. Don't think he has any in-betweeners here since I take the rook. I mean, take here and go there. Then I lose a lot of squares. Open this up to square there, square there. I don't think I'm ever gonna take it. It looks really stupid. Really stupid. I don't like this. Looks tempting, but I don't think I can get the bishop there easily. Knight covers a lot of squares here. The dead knight is pretty useful. I like this move. Just can't resist that. Might as well remove this, I think. Gain that extra 10 seconds for free. Yeah, I'm tempted to go. Like the knight is really good on here. It covers the f7, so there's no rook invasions. Covers the checks here. I'm not really worried about losing that pawn since it opens a nice way towards the white king. So something like this queen here. I'm just gonna castle away. My arrows are all over the place. And again, not ever taking there. I like the knight, it's like a monster knight. Oh, I drew arrows and I took away my primo. Horrible. Lost a second, for instance. Yeah, that's what I didn't consider. Yikes. There is the weakness of this square here. I don't want to play here and then I'm not able to get castled. I guess I could bring it there, but I feel like still this could be nicely placed here. Queen here, though, I have to be super certain we don't end up dead there. Probably can block with the bishop, so maybe not. But even here, like bishop, queen comes here. Do I have to play something sad like this? I guess king d7 could be a move, but oof. I guess there is a rook here. A possible weird move. That doesn't really work well with this possibility here. Because I could play the bishop here, cover this, and yeah, the rook on f8-6 is so weird. I'm running out of time too. Does he have anything crazy there? I don't know. Let's be weird and do it. Because he could now go for the knight too. It's weird, it's weird. But I don't want to get too low on time. I just want to get castled and be happy. If this goes now here, I have the ability to win the knight. At least for a second. Alright, I think I'm gonna castle knight d5 is the probably the idea. Then I probably have this and that. I don't know. Let's at least hope so. Maybe even takes and this. This hits the queen though. But this hits also the queen. Which way? I think I'm gonna go on this side. Hit their queen. Again, we are hitting the rook in the end, so I don't think he has time to go for this. Or maybe even go for a pin now. Even though now he has c3. Still I have this. It is tempting, yeah. I think I'm gonna do it, right? Right. Okay, let's do it. Who cares? I mean, maybe he defends and then h3 after e5. Even though this discovery is gonna be somewhat of a painful discovery there. Except I can always maybe here move the knight, because this is still pinned. I'll take this. Right. Guess he takes there and then we'll move the bishop away somewhere. But where? Now if I take, there's this. This might be okay, but still. To attack the rook here. Select the rook there. There's a check here though, but I think I'll move the king somewhere. I was thinking of now accepting that, but maybe it's stupid. Let's try to keep it there. I'm going to draw. Guess he could keep being annoying. Knight is pretty trapped at the moment. The king still opens up nicely, but okay, I don't really understand why take that way though. Because now you didn't get the piece back. This is gonna die eventually. I think that was a wrong way around. h3 would have been better, right? My knight is, the bishop is pretty well placed there. Yeah, I'm gonna take now. Can even take and trade queens if they retake. I'm threatening to do some kind of discovery there. Just go here and threaten to take here. Maybe go here. I was thinking h5 for white though. Oh, it's anyways. Check. Let's take now. Does white threaten something? I don't think so. Could I take there? I could also check and pick up the rook, right? Right? Okay, yeah, I think so. Even though I like the bishop though. Let's take with the queen if he takes that way. It's gonna, well, I guess I could have traded the queens there. Check. Just looking at this possibility, but yeah. Check. Maybe we'll go here. I mean, up rooks, I should not be panicking like this here. I think, oh wait, this wins, right? Check. Because he could go there. I'll go here. But here I can take right here. White has no checks anywhere. He takes back. This was probably better. With some idea that if I go there, maybe you have something going there. I don't know where I'm going. Ooh, really? That side? Let's give a check and then rook here. Unless g4. I don't know. He's running. He's gonna checkmate me. He's gonna checkmate me, unfortunately. Let's go rook here. Threaten to trade those queens. My king is still pretty safe. If the pawn pushes, then we have a mate here. So maybe we'll just offer a queen trade here. I don't think, yeah, queen trade and trying to promote this is gonna fail. I have a passed pawn here. Worst case scenario, but can also probably go pick up a few pawns here and then come here to sack on the g4. If there becomes a problem. Let's go here for some annoyances. Okay. That was a hard game. Hard game. Why is my board just the tiniest bit of sync? Oh, my window was a tiny bit missized. So let's see. Opening phase. Kveinis variation. Yeah, after we get the knight away, then the queen is just on the way on b6. Bishop d3 is the most played move here. Knight f6 is the theory move, or the most played. But then the d5 I was considering is the played move here, since they did not stop it. So here, c4 is never played here. Why not? Or it is, but only few games. Everybody castles. Or knight c6. Like there's something wrong with this. Oh, we can play d5 anyways. Wait, what? Bishop. Oh, I forgot there is this kind of a in-betweener here. Oh, I guess it's fine. I could just play now bishop e6. I did look at this, but I decided here I kind of gave up with the idea that I thought this, but that's an interesting idea. How good is this position though? I don't know. Oh wait, sorry, I mean this position. I guess it's fine. If everything holds tactically and computer says it does, maybe it's fine. Ooh, bishop takes h7. Spicy. I lost a pawn. But for some reason, we're doing fine here. Somehow the bishop pair is compensation enough for a pawn. Alright. Well, I calculated all that. Sure. Rejected it because that. a6 stop the knight b5. But here, okay, let's see. Here, yeah, c4 is... Okay, there is only very few games here. Oh wait, I was supposed to look at something else too. d5 here. He takes. Knight takes. c4 now. Knight f6. Knight c3. Why not a6 here? Oh, computer likes white a lot now. This is the computer move. Human move was this in some game. Yeah, bit hard to find a square for the queen. Can't really go to d5 without being harassed. And yeah, this could be awkward. I agree. Even though this is been played almost exclusively here. My move is rare. d6 is the other move here. Therefore, suppose then we kind of transpose to some kind of a... This could have happened in the game. They played here c4. I'll play d6 and then go for the hedgehog setup. Pawns here, 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 here. Some Ivanchuk game that has gone this way. Yeah. Anyways, d6 is fine. Somehow we transpose somewhere normal here. Now there's a lot of games. But the a4 is the move here. I'm not sure. Okay, knight c6. I would probably play b6 myself here. This can be annoying. Oh, b5 anyways. Equals says computer. Well, there is definitely annoying pressure here, but maybe it's fine. Oh, knight b4. Yeah, sure, why not? Bishop queen e2. Knight c6 to stop this. This was played almost... Oh, we have 33 games still. Transpose somewhere. a3 is a rare move. I was happy to see it. So usually it's like a waste of time. I don't think this is part of black's plan often. I mean, maybe sometimes if you castle and the things open up, that bishop can become a problem. But usually like this just is a waste of time in my opinion. Everybody has played just bishop d2 here. b5 and then the rook e1. And then b4 anyhow. Get the knight off here. Oh, e5. Black has lost every game. e5. Computer wants to play just castles or a5. Saying that we just can play here and be fine. And I think we are fine. Computer likes black already. Anyways, I'm happy with a3. Every time I see it. Alright, so here we went crazy. Nobody... Actually, there's two people that have been stupid enough to play this. Shoyat Kane Garde and Pap M. Most people just have castled Computer says castle's fine. b4 is fine anyways. I did not like b4. See, so how much I know. I don't like this kind of setup where we kind of sack a pawn, right? Is this a pawn sack? Knight d4, not. Seems unnecessary. This seems so weak, but maybe it's not so weak. I don't know. Alright, so this side, yeah, that was bad. Because you already weakened the dark squares a lot. And this is kind of designed to weaken those more. Hopefully bait the h3 at some point. Like this wants to go all the way there to open this diagonal up. So usually at some point h3 happens. Computer says h3 instantly the best. I would play here and go for this plan. Like now. Wait, what? Knight d4 is also already a possibility. How does that work here? Why can't I move here? Bishop a5. Let's say we go. Ooh. Bishop f5. Goodbye. Okay, that's deep. Maybe it's a known thing. I don't know if I've seen this exact thing ever happen. I've seen a lot of sacks on the d5, but I'm not sure. I've never seen so efficient. Usually you have some kind of a long-term pressure there, but not so nothing so direct. Here you have to just move and let this guy die. And then play this. Computer says about playable. White is better. Yeah, well, this was a mistake. I still expected this to go back here, and considering this and this move here. Trying to be annoying here. Just g3 apparently. Maybe leave the square for the knight to bring. But yeah, seems like a lot of pressure here anyways. Alright. So when the computer wanted to play d5 or castle, just want to explode everything. Okay, this is not horrible in my opinion. I like this one, but I did miss the knight coming there too. I was looking at only the queens, and which is a kind of unacceptable. But yeah, I guess that's the blind spot I often have. Like I move here and then I forgot, oh, the knight was doing something. Suddenly the knight is coming here, which I totally ignored. Yeah, those I have to somehow try to get rid of these kind of blind spots for sure. Ghost pieces like occupied places. Like I have so many ghosts in my head when I'm calculating stuff. Okay, bishop rook h6 is actually the best. But since all these moves were fine. Okay, it's a small best though. Like -0.2, -0.1, -0.1. Well, walking out the same line twice here, why? I don't like this in the sense that we get on the way here. And also I had some still designs against this diagonal, even though that's probably never gonna open now. And if he goes here, we can pin the knight. Yeah. Then probably some kind of a similar problems as in the game. Oh. Oof. Yeah. Okay, so maybe fine. This seemed, I was not sure at all about this. It seems very loosening, but I was hoping that if this goes here, I was gonna maybe think about doing this here. Oh, that would have blocked this one. Another ghost or just mental block there. Maybe I see it here when I'm thinking about, but earlier I didn't see it. And I was thinking that playing this, what to do against this. Computer says just go for the pin again. Don't worry about this. And then do something. Oh, rook g6. Oh, cool. And that guy is covered here nicely. Suddenly we're winning. We are up a piece. The king is pretty safe and the rooks are coming here, so I assume even I would understand this is winning. But yeah, here castles. Yeah, I thought this is tactically unsound. So I didn't see how he gets out of the pin and the fork. Yeah, nothing better here. Maybe a mistake. Here I expected him to play h3. And then I was gonna go for this. Letting the pawn go and then... I don't know where the king goes, but... I thought my king is safer than his. And I am up a pawn even. Somewhere, maybe. Okay, that dog should check, so probably not, but... Seemed at least very promising. But yeah, after bishop takes, then I'm just a piece up here. I don't want to go for the commitment here too early. And I felt like maybe my rooks are a little misplaced here. Okay, he gave me that with check. Fine. Yeah, here I think I was hallucinating something about if I take there. But of course I take this with check and then take the rook and we're up a clean rook. Okay, here I thought this to have anything really clean. Oh, queen e2. Oof. If he takes there, we have a mate here. Yeah, that's clean. Didn't see that. Double mate threat. Yeah, okay. So this is maybe even the best. And yeah, we are able to avoid getting or hanging anything, and we should be winning always. Well, that was an effort. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye bye.